Hey everybody, welcome to this video on how to get your ex back. If you've been following us at all, you know that we've been putting out some videos on how not to do it. And now, inside our program, congratulations for ordering. We put together a video series on what to do. This video is how to approach that first conversation after a breakup in a way that builds the attraction, in a way that offers kind of a takeaway from your ex, and this is directed for guys, kind of offers a takeaway from your ex-girlfriend that builds her desire for you more. What we're going to show you is, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how it's done, so that having seen it, it's true, isn't it, that having seen something, it makes it a whole lot easier to reproduce it.
And this is a way to rebuild your relationship in a healthy way and in a lasting way, and
Right.
not with a line that just works as a cover-up.
Totally. Or like some tricks, or just arousing jealousy. So let's get started.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
what's
so
up?
important that you needed to talk to me about?
Okay, notice that straight away she's like, okay, so what's so important that you need to talk to me right now? And right here, there's nothing really, she's not really excited about this conversation. And a lot of times it's easy to take that first impression and let it kind of
deflate you.
totally. But you'll notice Michael does a great job here and is undaunted.
Thanks for coming out here. I've been doing a lot of thinking the past couple days, since the breakup, and I really realized that we had this big fight, but I've been missing a lot of stuff. There's a number of things that I noticed I've been doing wrong, and you're getting mad at me about over the past few weeks, and it's my fault.
Notice right here that she's giving him nothing, right? All of her body language, her legs are crossed away from him, she's rolling her eyes, she's not interested, she's kind of bored. And all along, if Michael wasn't firm on where he wanted to go and how he wanted this conversation to turn out, he could have just been like, and had it go nowhere.
And I'm starting with addressing the problem between us, which is exactly what she wants and she needs. If I started off on a speech about how much I cared about her, she would keep these walls up and she would keep closed off, and it doesn't matter what I would say later, I wouldn't get through.
That's right. So you're going to see how Micah continues, and then you'll see why she has a different response to
It's
it.
my fault, I was stupid, I turned a blind eye to it, and I didn't address the problem. And now I realize, this has been an ongoing problem, and that was just the straw that broke the camel's back in the legs. And, I want to talk to you about it because, you are important to me. I do really care about you, and, whether or not we get back together, I am going to care about you.
Great line.
That's the cornerstone of this conversation too, right there.
Totally.
Me letting her know that whatever happens, I'm going to be okay.
Mhm.
I want to work for this because I think there's potential, but I don't need it.
Right. And that's a great takeaway. It's just like any kind of marketing, any kind of scarcity. When you think that there's less of something, in this example, Micah just kind of hints to there being less of his time and less of his affection that might be available. And that, all of a sudden, notice, this wasn't scripted, by the way. I mean, they're just flowing with this, and it's just a natural reaction of people to be increasingly interested.
I'm going to care about you, and I would like to give it the best chance we could possible. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry for screwing up. I did screw up, and I do recognize you feel these ways, and so now I'm going to be able to see when you're getting angry.
Appealing to a woman's feelings, how I understand this is how you feel. I mean, dude, you're talking, this is pure gold right here. This is relational gold, to be talking to a woman about, look, I understand that this is how you feel. Because now you've opened up the door of what's really important to her. Would you agree?
And don't take this as a script or try to repeat this stuff verbatim,
Right.
but these concepts really are gold and are foolproof.
Exactly.
You're getting angry, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to cut it off at the head. We're not going to let these things sit and fester and build a fire under us anymore. Does that sound legitimate to you? This is good because this is not me just addressing as a problem, but I'm building a legitimate plan of action that we're going to go with together, hand in hand. It's not just, I'm sorry, I'll change, because that's not a plan of action.
Right.
It's, here's the problem, here's what I'm going to do, day by day to recognize it and be sure it doesn't get to this stage again.
Yeah, and it's true. That's a great point that you bring up, because in addition to wanting to understand that you understand her feelings, women also want to be envisioned. You know, I mean, women want to be a part of someone's vision typically, and so for him to say, "Look, here's the deal. I know I messed up, done these things, but here's what I'm going to do. We're going to address it, and we're going to move on from it." I mean, that takes a lot of courage, because, you know, she could say, "Screw you," but 9 times out of 10 she won't, because the confidence and the vision to say what you're saying is really attractive.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you understand that when I'm saying something to you about something that's bothering me, that it needs to be fixed then, so that it doesn't build up like it has.
Yeah. You know, valid concerns. And Allison, listen, whether or not we get back together, I don't know if it's going to happen. You don't know if it's going to happen. It might not be the right thing. But I think we owe it to ourselves and to these good times we had to give it the best opportunity, to give it that full 100%. Because we probably,
You know, women are notorious for not wanting to give up on relationships, right? Maybe you've heard them, or you know, some of your friends, but we were together for so long, and that would just be such a waste for us to give up on that. You know, for him to appeal to that, not in any kind of tricky way or anything like that, but to recognize that, look, man, we've been together for a while, and wouldn't it be a shame if we didn't give this a chance to really work? Now that I understand where you're coming from, you know, we might be able to even make this relationship stronger, because sometimes, you know, it takes a blow up in order to get what's going on, and then to repair the breach, right?
yeah, and that's just the truth. It's just a new way of looking at it. I'm representing.
Exactly right.
And also, one last thing you'll notice is I had her hand briefly. It wasn't sexual, it wasn't needy, but I am okay still touching her and letting her know I'm comfortable touching you and I'm not going to go over the edge.
Right, which is great. Awesome.
Because we're probably not going to be happy with ourselves if we know, you know, something could have been fixed.
Well, I mean, it's good to see that you're finally kind of getting it.
And I think all we should do right now is just talk. I mean, we don't need to jump back into anything.
Yeah.
Taking the pressure off
Sure.
completely.
Um,
Great job.
I think that it, you know, as long as we're still on the same page of understanding why these things have happened, that we could talk a little bit more. But I think we should give it some time.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, like I said before, I do kind of recognize these problems now, but, you know, I'm not perfect. And other stuff might happen again, but I think as long as we're openly communicating with each other and talking, that these things are just going to, you know, make us stronger and add depth to our relationship, and, you know, it's going to be okay. It's all for the greater good.
Yeah.
That's a great point right there. Again, reiterating what the issues have been, and then not being daunted by them, but instead saying, hey, look, you know what? Everybody has issues. Every relationship has challenges. It's okay. We're going to communicate about them and then just move on. It's all for the greater good. I mean, it's a very attractive thing for a woman, because she wants to feel like the person that she's with is in control and she can be okay. She can be safe.
And she gave me a crack in the door and said she'd be okay talking, and I didn't try and blow that door open. I just said, yeah, we'll take the inch and take it step by step and see where it goes.
Right. So the rest of the video is just them parting, saying goodbye. We're going to just keep talking through it. That, you know, the key points to remember are that the things that are attractive are the confidence and the vision that was shown. And Micah did a great job of showing that.
And a total representation that I'm self-sufficient. I want her in my life, but I don't need her in my life.
That's right. And that's just awesome. So, this is the first in a series of videos on how to get back with your ex, and this was to address that first conversation after you guys have broken up and what to say to get her to want you back. Until next time, see you later.